sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a first-round pick back in April's draft.
And this being the wild card round, he is the true wild card in this game because a rookie quarterback getting to start in the NFL postseason, that's not normal. That's a little bit on the unusual side. And there's plenty of guys who have gone into the playoffs after a very good regular season and have struggled. But there have been a few who played well. He wants to be in the latter list.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find a way to set that aside and advance his team.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
In motion left, Godwin. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and off-play action. Here's Mahomes. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Right back to Brown. And we'll get a couple here down to the 22. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if the other comes in, you change the field position. Right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A gain of a yard brings up third.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
And the Ravens 1st down.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Bengals 26-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Now a 3rd and 6.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chain.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Chase Brown taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll give him a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Rodgers. He'll try and do this himself. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's taken to the 26. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense returns to the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
That one caught by Rice. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a toss running left. This is Miller. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Here's Matthew Hayball now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, look at the juke. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
10 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to be wild to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. It rips off a nice run there.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now here come the Ravens. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun, a give to Brown. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Gain of 10 yards.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
First down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Yeah, the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Baltimore first down. First and goal.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this will be incomplete. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. Brown. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football. But on third down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a first and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the 35-yard line.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. It's now third
in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Rodgers. He's going up top for Taylor. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third and 4. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
9 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
In motion left, Godwin. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now Mahomes. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Second down and 3. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On the handoff, this is Brown. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Godwin, the motion man. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So halftime now. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Handing it off to Brown. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Mahomes takes it himself. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. throw again. Quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
A gain of 16 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Bengals 30.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Running right, here's Brown. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That was a particularly nice play, because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Trey Hendrickson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And his throw is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A first down carry now for Miller. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead, Shipley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Once again, it's Shipley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Theo Johnson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Bengals 3.
And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pitch.
Throwing is Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
Rodgers going to throw. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. Oh, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
a loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
13 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 20.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Second and 12 at the 27-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll get this one to cut complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now this time, Rodgers will throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Michael Williams. Credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And that will be incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Miller. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Baltimore first down. A gain of 12. And the Ravens.
A run on first down with Shipley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a toss running left. This is Miller. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Kendre Miller. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Williams. His 2nd sack of the night.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Rodgers. Going deep here for Taylor. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Eric Stokes on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the Bengals first down.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Rodgers now to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
That'll give them 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
4 yards. That's good for a Bengal.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it is, but especially in the playoffs, because there's all that build-up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far,